I have here with Francis, one of our main panelists. I want to ask him a very simple question. You know, with e-services, people use data. Data is provided by these telcos and internet service providers. I want to know, what role can these players play in this e-services?
Well, I think we still have a long way to go in terms of internet infrastructure, and I think the telcos are already doing this, which is to invest heavily in building out that infrastructure and making sure that as many people as possible are able to access that infrastructure. I think once we are done with the infrastructure investments, then we need to tackle, or in parallel, tackle the question of data accessibility from a cost perspective, right? So, and that I believe is a more complex conversation that requires more players at the table, more importantly, government as well. Let's see how we can prioritize driving down the cost of data as a country, because if we drive down the cost of data, we will create more adoption, and data is the foundation of all things digital economy. Without data, or the internet, to be more specific, a lot of the things we're talking about today don't happen. So I think creating an avenue where telcos are investing more in spreading the availability, which is investment in the actual hard infrastructure of taking internet to the last mile possible, and then driving down the cost per unit so that as many people as possible can afford to consume it.
So in all this, what do you think the role of government should be?
So I can't say specifically, but I think in general, they need to take a look at what components of theirs affect the price build-up of data costs, right? And see where there is some flexibility, or in working with those numbers to see if we can drop the rates, the rates that we charge now for data. I think we need to come to a point where we think of data as a utility. Because increasingly the internet is a utility resource. It's no longer just a resource of convenience. And if we think of data or internet as a utility, then our thinking around how we price it will change.